tonight is more about just kind of introducing the next set of games, the games we're going to be running in Absolute Tabletop Pool Party, which starts Friday.
Friday officially and ends. So it goes from the way the ABCAV folks have got it is it goes from July 23rd through the 31st. So entire week of gaming. I mean, insane. But I mean, it's like an online convention of things that are happening. So we decided, hey, let's do our own week of things. So probably too much, but why not? Why not? So it'll be fun. Then afterward, we'll just pass out, back in the pool.
So let's get started. The first game we are discussing that we are running is going to be Sunday. It's Dave's ongoing Humlatik campaign. So we are going to be adding in the Temples of Humlatik. That's 10 a.m. Pacific. 5 p.m. UTC, 1 p.m. Eastern, if that works. Whatever works, just type it into Google. You'll figure it out. And
I'm Central, so it's noon for me.
Yeah. Otherwise, find it on our Twitch channel. That one, I believe, is in the schedule as a consistently run game.
And to give you a little big hint here, they were successful. Partly. Now you got to tune in to find out what happens next. So
really quick, we're going to run our intro video for that. Dave, why don't you tell them really briefly just kind of what is the premise behind Temples of Humlatik? What's going on with that?
So I don't want to reveal too much because I think some of our players might be watching or watching later. So no secrets. But now it's about basically a gaggle of not friends, just random people getting together to go on this mission that they got from the Labyrinth, which is our thieves guild within Umberhaven. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Some of them knew other people that were in it. So, but the majority of the party is from the Labyrinth itself. And they were hired by the Society of Archaeology and Anthropology to get a, I wouldn't say secret, it's more like a secret artifact. And this artifact is supposed to unlock the first temple out of many of Humlatik, which is considered a old god of our world that was trapped in the Miva meteor when the new gods rose up against them. But that's in history, that's a long story. And the cool thing is, with the telling of the story, I will throw in tidbits at the very beginning of what happened, as well as all those that are watching are officially known as watchers and can participate in our show. I have in the well, at least the 2 episodes I've run so far, I've had watchers, or you as audience, roll dice for me to actually give the party members a disadvantage in their stealth checks. So, which was really, really interesting to say the least. But yeah, but I'm going to be doing that throughout the campaign, and the more people we get to watching and following and all that other fun stuff, the more stuff I'll throw out at you guys for the players. And then the players will go, oh my God, what happened? So, but yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be, I don't know exactly how many sessions, but there is a couple of temples that they must find. And right now they're on their very first mission, and they, like I said, partly successful, but I'm not going to reveal too much. So we'll leave it there.
All right. It is a very interesting game and very cool game. If you're interested in that, check that out every Sunday, and or go over to YouTube channel and check out On Demand. The first one is up. I will be working on the rest of them shortly and trying to get all that stuff up for everyone else to watch and enjoy. But yes, that is our Humlatik game. Of course, Dave loves coming up with crazy new ideas. So the next one we're coming out with is The Harsh Realities of Innocent Minds. Another of Dave's brain children as far as this goes. This is Dave came up with an idea along with the help of the Raven Rolls, who kind of helped, along with also then all the players jumping in to help kind of modify. And
for those that have never done it before, I will highly, highly recommend session zeros to everyone. That way, not only, I mean, especially if you're doing like a new rule set or anything like that, it was highly, highly valuable to have the actual players that are playing in the game put their, basically their 2 cents and beyond into the actual thing you're actually running. Because when we first created these rules, it was literally my time, 1 a.m. in the morning, and worked until 5 a.m. And I didn't pick it up after that. So it was like the very, very first draft of the very, very first draft. So when we did session zero, huge changes, huge differences. And we streamlined it, made it better. And oh my God, it's going to be a fun ride indeed. I guess we should show the video first, and then I can tell the audience what the whole background thing is.
Let's do that. That is Harsh Realities of Innocent Minds with our brief intro slash promo clips, little videos in there that is supposed to kind of give you a little glimpse or hint at what the whole premise is. Shortly, Dave. Emphasis on
Shortly,
this.
I will try. It is a official zero level with different levels in the zero level. So 0 to 06 for first level. And they're all playing basically orphan homeless kids in our metropolis called Umberhaven. All of them have chosen different races, and oh my god, the cast is like wonderful as far as character wise. And basically I ran a game similar to this, but they had a crutch way back in the day. This time they don't got squat. They just got each other, and the whole premises behind it is to survive essentially. So it's going to take a little darker turn as far as, if you want your heartstrings tugged on and stuff like that. We've already had NPC death. Just in our chat, one of the players came up with the homeless kid, that because I said that everybody has, they were in a group and stuff like that already. The players have killed off one of their compatriots because in their actual abandoned warehouse where they stay, there's a giant spider. So they sacrificed one of the kids, the giant spider. So it's gonna be an interesting ride, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. This game is going to be once again a campaign, and our goal is to basically, the way it works is they're going to actually play out not only their class that they're trying to build into, but as well as their background itself. So, and we've got Temples of Humlatique. All the games I'm running, I'm also adding a new mechanic that I had in past games, which is called Ties. And it actually is a background builder and stuff like that, which we will include in possibly a module or a booklet or some sort of thing that we release eventually. So,
yep. So this is also a great thing if you want to jump into a brand new campaign. We are kicking it off this coming Monday. So to jump in on this campaign then and join us every Monday or every other Monday night.
And that's another thing that happens at night, not during the daytime like all the other ones.
Correct. And this is going to be starting us off as 0 level, kind of building a background, and depending on how things go and how everything fleshes out, then perhaps this turns into level 1 and on campaign set again in our home setting of Umberhaven that Dave and I came up with together. Speaking of, our next game on the list. This one is my baby. I have had this idea for a while, and I finally got a group together to start running it. This one is my School of Magical Arts game. We are a bit of a ways into this campaign, but it's still heating up. Things are still kind of developing. It's a slow roll. I wanted everyone had to play something with magical abilities, some sort of magical class, so you couldn't just play like a straight barbarian. You could play, one that had like a magical abilities or something like that, but we've got all spellcasters. They're in a school that's set within Umberhaven, and they are like learning their craft and starting adventures and starting to see kind of some of the intrigue and things that go on.
And we swear to God, it's not Harry Potter.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's a different feel already to that. Umberhaven itself is a little bit darker, a little bit more maniacal. Though this isn't as dark as like Harsh Realities has been, there's going to be more and more elements that definitely pick up the Umberhaven.
definitely more bent on the magical aspect compared to the harsh realities, which is survival.
Yeah.
And Whom Latique is kind of in between. But no, on top of that, all the players within the Magic game are pretty much, I guess, what, young adults.
Yeah, I mean, they're all. I think everyone pretty much chose, with the exception of our Warforged character, who's older but yet is playing. Like he was shut down for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're all kind of young adults.
Yeah, so think college level,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So when you watch this series, so.
But so this one again is this one's every Thursday. It's run in the mornings, my time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, and then going on out with all the rest of the times there. It's a lot of fun. We've got some really great players. Things are developing, and we're going to be introducing tomorrow. I'm running this again. So they're going to get their first kind of magical items using a third-party product I found that allows our players to build and develop their own magical items, most of which are news to me. So it'll be fun. We're going to figure that out, and so we are going to continue this again, like I said, every Thursday. So it will be run during pool party, and who knows, depending on what happens in tomorrow's session, maybe I can add in some sort of pool theme or something that goes along with that.
We are building our own tiki bar, so there's that. So
Sure you are. Our next game, once again, this and all of our games so far pretty much is starting to develop and build off of each other. So this is a perhaps mini campaign or episodical campaign.
Yeah, well, I haven't decided quite yet.
This is also kicking off during the pool party. The first session for this one being on the 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific, expanded out. And this one came off of one of the magical arts missions. The group ran into a farm and kind of on the cuff I came up with a farm and this kind of area. It's like a communal farm group, and Dave decided, let's expand on that. Let's delve into what it's like to be a farmer in the Umberhaven area,
AKA an NPC.
Yeah. So let's run the video really quick, and we'll come back and give just a brief description of...
Oh, did we want to run the Magical School of Arts video first?
Did I forget to run the Magical School
You
of Arts
forgot
video?
to run the School of Magical Arts.
Oh my gosh.
Video.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back to that really quick. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. All right. And back. Oh my gosh. Here we are.
It's all right. It's all right. Because we're having fun. And I hope y'all are too.
Speaking of, thank you for those joining us. We have Shadow Soldier PR and Undead King 426 joining us live right now on Twitch.
Spur of a moment. We did not advertise at all for this.
No.
So
That's okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so we were talking about the farm
Yeah.
before we forgot, and well, I forgot, and
That's all
ran
right.
that. So let's run the farm video really quick, and
And then we'll
then
talk about it briefly
we'll talk
after
about it
that.
briefly and move on because we have one more game after this to highlight, and we're gonna go over the time I thought I had allotted.
All right. What was that last
Welcome
one?
back, guys.
Yeah.
The Laughing Oak. What goes on at Laughing Oak? So the Laughing Oak farm again is in the northern reaches of the Umberhaven area, right by the Abric
Yeah.
Forest.
Yeah, we're yeah, so it's kind of on the northwestern side, really. I mean, literally the Abbrook Forest is within walking distance of this farming community. And pretty much I sat down with the adventure that Bill wrote that was the Laughing Oak farming community in the Magical School of Arts game was maybe not even an hour long. And so maybe 30 minutes, a blip. And I was like, why not? Let's do something fun and interesting. And so I sat down and it took an hour rewinding and fast forwarding, so on and so forth, and jotting down a ton of information. And I did a lot of research and I found a commoner class on the internet that I liked, as well as a farmer background that I liked. And we used that to build first level characters. And then I gave them extra stuff because the way Bill described it is the farming community has all the farmsteads within the center of town surrounded by, or that are surrounded by a giant oak tree that's laughing, essentially, the way it was grown and stuff like that, and all the other their acreages and stuff like that around this little community. So the party members have a two-story house, have a spouse, have children even, and they have their own I wouldn't say, well, they have livestock and crops and stuff like that. Each one had their own distinct things like cows, chickens, goats, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so it's going to be a really fun, interesting ride to see, how this pans out. And the way I'm going to do it is the way the character class has 5 levels, so I'm going to go all the way up to 6 levels and possibly beyond. We'll see what happens with that once we get to 5 levels. But we're going to take it through the courses as a farming community. There's going to be seasons. There's going to be festivals. There's going to be a Timmy fell down the well. Who knows? So yeah. So stay tuned yeah, come watch us. It'll be fun.
It's going to be awesome. So, last but not least, we kind of the final part, and this is the one that if you would like to join in, if you'd like to
Yes.
play in one of our games, this is
It,
probably the earliest opportunity. We are playtesting a chase
yeah, what we mentioned
mechanics.
earlier.
So we're playtesting that, and so in kind of the theme of the pool party, we decided to do our pool party heist.
Yes.
So this one's hopefully, assuming we can line up all the players, is going to be on the 31st, so the last day of the AbTab pool party. That's a Saturday.
Yep. 30. Yep. Saturday.
10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UTC. Trying to include people from all different time zones. And let's go ahead and run the video then we'll come back and give a little brief discussion, and then we'll close off for the night. The Festival of Renewal, a time of celebrations and the perfect time for a pool party. A chance to make a name for yourself, and for a group of local thieves, an opportunity has arisen. The Labyrinth has given them a chance to earn a place within their Thieves Guild. They must infiltrate the pool party. Once in, they must obtain the prize piñata filled with gems and coins. Distractions are everywhere. They must focus on their goal and get out. And of course, if they do manage to get the prize, they have to get away. Welcome back. So yeah, the pool party heist. So far, it's kind of for starters, of course, it is a little bit of a fun to do with a theme here. But yeah, so the whole idea is a group of characters who are trying to get into a thieves guild, and in order to prove themselves, they have to show that they can manage something big, something kind of almost public and ostentatious. And so here you are.
So we set it up so pretty much our module itself, it's just the chase. We added the pool party because of the special event, and we took it a step further, like we do with everything essentially, and we made it part of our world setting. Actually, this is a highly to do / thing that happens every summer in Umberhaven. Is this pool party hosted by a extremely wealthy and powerful elven doctor that brought modern medicine to Umberhaven, brought it out of the Dark Ages. So yeah, he's extremely wealthy, extremely known, and everybody that is rich, powerful, famous, or has the right connections wants to be at this pool party. Thus, we decided, this year they're doing a donkey piñata that is filled with, what they considered junk change, but everybody else considers, oh my God, that is like 4 or 5 years of income. So, and this little band of adventurers / initiates has to steal that, and the primary goal is to get away, and that's where our chase module comes into play. And we've got it set up where it's really, really pretty awesome, and it's different. We I don't know how you would put it, but we expanded on the chase rules from the Dungeon Master Guide and gave it our own little special twist that will make it fun and interesting. And the cool part about it is that you can run it over and over and over and over again, and you won't get the same outcome. So
yeah, so this will take you through a chase situation through the city as a whole of Umberhaven, and or any large city in any of the settings that you would like to run it in. A lot of these things are not specifically Umberhaven and can be plugged into Waterdeep or
Yeah.
Sharn or any of those like big well-known cities. And we're also going to be working on some other options to throw in there, but there's like normal parts, and then there's going to be other parts so you can break out to try to increase the replayability of this.
Yep.
We're going to be running it for level 2 characters just because we really don't want the magic to be the huge aspect of it.
Yeah.
But you could really run this for any, any level. You may have to do some tweaks just to base on taking into account for certain high magic abilities. However, that is kind of accounted for in our play, and of course,
as well as we, as a finalized product, we try to include that for our products that we are releasing or will be releasing. We did that with the Wilhelm Train heist module. You can play it at level 1 to level 3. This one will probably tweak too for any, like Bill was saying, to add, options for the DMs to, play around with. So, yeah.
So that is kind of our synopsis of what we're going to be running for the Absolute Tabletop Pool Party. We're very excited to take part, to add our own spin, basically run more games. So check us out. Join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/the XP Guild. Follow us there so you can be notified when we're going to go up and run any of these games or any of our other games. And then, of course, keep an eye out on YouTube for the final version of these, which usually have a bit of editing to cut out the beginning and the end, any wait time in between. And
also below us, down next to About the XP Guild, there's all our links right beside of it. So you can just click on any one of those and follow however else you want to do it, So yeah. But so all these games are starting out as the pool party, but are going to be continuous. So, and we have few more secretly off in the works, but we're not going to tell you all about that this time around.
Always have some things in the works. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for continuing to support us. Follow us along. We have all of our social links everywhere on this video, both down below and in the video itself. If you find this on Twitch, then awesome. Follow us. Join us for the live events. If you're interested in catching any of it on YouTube for like the VOD or whatever,
later.
Join us there. We do have a bit of a backlog going on, and I am the only editor, so it takes a little bit, and the more we run, the less time I have for that. But it's awesome. It's fun. We're having a great time. We're turning out content. We've got some really good players. We've got a lot of fun things going on, and we'd love for you to be part of that. So
please, some in some shape, form, or fashion.
So be part of the XP Guild and enjoy yourselves, guys, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.